Hello everyone, today we are going to make this is a finished dog doll. Then we mainly want to tell you that our wool material is burnt by a laser. Because there are many pieces to sew, for those of us who suffer from rhinitis, we can prepare a mask. We can wear a mask. Let me tell you that at different angles and different lighting conditions, the color it presents will be different. If it's a little warmer, the wool will turn a little yellow. And in the case of cold light and different angles of movement, there will be a little difference. It's like this. Another important point is that determines the cuteness of our dog is how we groom the fur. How to groom the hair, how to trim it is also important. After we finish making it, according to our tutorial, it will be more or less the same. Because we all follow the same drawings, cut and draw the pattern, and sew it together. So if we may be different later, it's about trimming and combing the hair. The video tutorial also teaches you. Then we watch carefully. And then follow that to trim its hair. And you can do it. Hello everyone, this is Q Gifts. Today we are going to make this dog doll. Before we start, we need to prepare a pen and a pair of scissors. Because we have drawings here, which needs to be cut, then we'll draw it on the wall. So we need to prepare them ourselves. After preparation, let me introduce to you in detail our materials. Because of different delivery forms, the wool you may receive, the one I'm showing, there may be some differences. You may receive the one that has been removed. The number of pieces is the same, but the form you receive may be different. We need to take it apart ourselves for the whole piece. And what we show you is a material package without a material package without a bib. If you ordered the one with a recorder and bib, you will also get a tool bag like this. Inside the bag is a recorder and our bib. The apron needs to be sewn by yourself. We will introduce the tools in detail to you. We have padding cotton here. Wool tool bag drawings. I will introduce the tools inside to you, and when we use it later, how to deal with problems when they arise. This is what I'm demonstrating to you. You don't need to operate this, because we are just demonstrating if you have this problem in the future. How to deal with it. Don't start to follow my method now. There are 3 kinds of gaskets inside, and used with this buckle. We use it to install joints. This is movable. Limbs and head can move. And the needle inside. This is a positioning pin, which is the one in front of us. The color may be different when we sew the eyes. To find the position, it has no impact. The suture needle and our suture thread. Nose buckle. The color and shape are random. This has no impact. Then the eye wire brush. The wire is placed inside the ear. You cannot put it in. Or just one. It doesn't have a big impact. We can put them according to our own preferences. After sewing the nose, when installing, if the position you install is wrong, or you are not satisfied, we can remove it. But if you take it off, some friends may not know how to do it. Let me show you here. This is just a demonstration. Don't put it in like this first, and then push it in after putting it in place. Because we have threads here, you can turn it left and right. Just twist it out like this. Press it all the way down. Then you need to take it out and hold the gasket. Twist it left and right like this. You can see that it is already moving. Just twist it left and right and it will come off. And for this, the small tail under the gasket. Take out the smallest one. You can put it through like this and it will be stuck. But if it doesn't hold after you receive it, pull it out like this. We can put this like me. Just use your hand to pull it apart. The one you received, use your hand to open it. And close it again. Expand it and put it in. It can't be pulled out if we lose a medium-sized gasket, or we lose one of the large washers. If it is accidentally lost, as long as we have this small gasket, it can be used. It's okay to just put one small one. As long as it is stuck and cannot come out, it is okay. This is how we should deal with it. We encounter problems. How to deal with it. Let me introduce our woolen material. The wool may be from different batches of delivery, and you may receive the one that has been removed. You will only receive this kind of wool. And some friends like me is already a whole piece. You need to take it yourself, which is just different. but the number of pieces is the same. Then we can compare them. And what I mainly want to introduce to you is our whole woolen material. Because it is laser cut, there will be a burnt yellow edge. And there will be some burnt smell. But after we sew it, there will be no smell. Then we'll take a piece from the edge. After taking it off like this, because the edge is cut by laser, the floating fluff will be produced after the fibers break. After we receive it, you can use your hands to handle it like this. Pull the edges along the direction of the wool and deal with it like this. Then it won't shed hair later. Or if we don't deal with it, we can handle it later. It's all fine. Then let me introduce it to you like this. We have the head part, one on each side, and the body, and we have one tail each. This is one, and this is one. We have 4 ears, which are divided into 2 on each side. These are ears. This is the ear, which is trapezoidal, and we have 4 hands, are in this shape. It's half gourd shaped. And this is a set. And this is a set of 4. We also have 2 feet in a pair, so they are in pairs on the left and right. Then there are 2 groups. These are the soles of the feet, and there are 2 corresponding to them. And this is the wool we will use. Then you can check the quantity. After we check the quantity, we will start to take out our drawings. This is one of our drawings. For the drawing, we just cut along the black line. Just keep the black line. Don't cut the black line outside the black line. Then let's cut it for you. So first, divide it into small parts. You can cut each part first. And this one here. This is the drawing of an ear. Then we follow this black line. And be patient. Don't cut the black line. And don't leave too much white space. We just need to follow this black line. We need to cut this part. Because it says reverse, we need to take it off the other side. So we need to cut this part. Cut along the black line as we did before. That's it. We follow the same method. Cut it all down by ourselves. And then we cut it ourselves. Then we will teach you how to take this. To take it off, the position of this dot, we'll cut it first, the whole drawing. After we cut it all down, take out the one with our hole. And then we directly use and press it like this. It will be more round. Press it like this. Find the pen and press it like this. This will be more round. This is the hole we want to make. Then for this part, we are going to draw the ears on the head. We can also use a pen to poke this part out. Then we need to be patient when doing it. Then we can open it like this. Then I'll teach you how to draw it. As we said before, we need to cut the edge. So this is reversed. Find the head. And do it like this. Measure it left, right, up, and down. The middle position. Then up and down. Be even. A little bit, otherwise it will be crooked. After measuring the front and back, we hold one end. And then start to draw this mark. And press it. You must hold it down if you don't hold it when we draw it. And now we draw like this. After drawing, it will run away. Remember where we are going to draw. And press it there. And then this kind of. Start from the edge. Oh, hold this side. And draw to here. It's a positioning. Then we need to draw it here. To prove that this is the corresponding positioning. Then draw another positioning here. And draw it out. After we draw the positioning here, there is another one. Then we have the ears here. We need to draw it inside according to this. This is the part where we will sew the ears. Then we follow the same method. We need to mark all the positions with holes. And click on them all. We like this one. This is the corner. Let me show you. This is a reverse angle, and the same goes for. Put it in the middle position up, down, left, and right. Then the point where they meet. We also need to do a little bit. And the point where they meet here. This is the part where we install the joints, so we must pay attention here. We need to make a mark, because we will use this to install the joints later. On both sides, because we need to fix it on this. So, for the edges, we also need to make a mark on it. To make a mark, then we follow this method. Draw the parts we need to use, according to this drawing. That's all. When drawing, we must pay attention. Then the left, right, top, and bottom parts must be even, because what we draw is what we will sew. Because we draw it neatly, we must draw it neatly. Because if we draw neatly, the stitches will be more standard. It will be more standard. Then we can draw it ourselves. Now that we have all drawn the marks, the point we need to pay attention to now is our hands. These are two hands, which are a pair. Align them like this. When we sew, we can see that here is a large arc, and this side will be concave. The concave part is the top. When we sew, we need to start sewing from the opposite side of the dent. So we need to mark it, because some friends may turn it over. So we need to mark it. Just make a mark on one side of it. Then we start sewing from here, where it says up, and start sewing from here. When we sew, it's on top. We can mark it on one side, because they are in pairs. Then we mark the nose part. Mark it. When we sew this part to here, we need to increase the stitch distance a little. We need to insert the nose. For the part where the nose is sewn, we can make a mark here. Because after sewing, the corresponding part, so that we can find this part. Because after sewing, it's not easy to find the position when we turn it over, so we can reserve it here first. One on each side. This is what we need to pay attention to. Then we take out our needle and thread. Then for the thread. For beginners who haven't touched this before, we can cut it a little shorter. Thread it through from the end. After folding in half like this, for beginners. For those who haven't touched it, we can take it like this. About 30 centimeters is enough. Don't take too long for the 30 centimeters after folding. It's easy to knot if it's too long. Those who have sewing experience, we can take a little longer. It doesn't matter. Then cut it. Tie a knot at the end. Wrap it around your hand. Let me demonstrate it again, because we will use a lot of it. So we use this kind. I will demonstrate it carefully. After pinching, wrap it around your hand. After 2 or 3 turns, fold it over. Pinch it in your hand. Take it out from the hole and wrap it around. Just fold it like this. The size of the knot doesn't matter. Because if you tie it larger, the rope will not be easily pulled out. It doesn't matter how big the knot is. Cut the tail a little bit. Then, after folding it, take out the ears. Let's start sewing the ears. These two are the trapezoidal ears mentioned earlier. Then fold them in pairs like this. Fold it like this. Be sure to cut the middle fluff. Use your hand to comb it inside. We can't let it show during the sewing process. Use your hands too, and comb it inside little by little. Align the drawn mark after clamping it. Start sewing from here and pass the needle through. And then sew it in the opposite direction, from the opposite side. Repeatedly in the same position. And sew it twice more. This will strengthen it. After this reinforcement effect, then comb the hair a little bit. Pinch it. Now let's start sewing officially. Then, the distance between stitches. We just need to leave about half a centimeter. This is the distance. Insert the needle through the thread on this side. Just keep and keep sewing on the thread. Pull it over, and then this. We pass through the needle next to the previous one. And insert the needle like this. After threading it through, it corresponds to the one we just sewed through here. Start by inserting it diagonally like this, so that the sewing will be more neat. We need to be patient for newbies. After threading it through, there will be a half centimeter gap here. Then pass it through the needle just now, which corresponds to the position where we just sewed. Insert the needle diagonally. You can see that it is diagonal. Then pass through half a centimeter here. If you backstitch it, also at the position where it was just sewn. Insert it diagonally here like this. While sewing, and smooth the fluff as you go. Then when beginners pull the thread, they should pay attention. It's easy to knot here. Then pick it up a little bit. And then pull it apart with your hand. Then during the sewing process, we should also pay attention. The positioning we just did. Align them 2 by 2. Don't pull it too hard. Then it won't line up. Be sure to pay attention to our positioning. Align them 2 by 2. Those who have sewing experience, we can sew it by ourselves. If we are all newbies and have no such experience, we can watch it patiently for a while. If you still can't learn it, we can slow down the speed. The stitches we sew is slightly more neat. And the corner position is the same. We can tuck it inside. Then we still need to check. Align it with the mark, and align the drawn line. Then we keep sewing until here, and then I'll teach you how to tie a knot. If you sew halfway and reach this position, I don't have enough thread left, or there is a knot, then I'll teach you. If there is an unexpected situation or there is not enough thread left and we've sewn here, then we can just tie a knot. Pull it like this. To form a circle, form a hole between your hand and this. Pass the needle through the hole and pull it over. Tie a knot here. This is an unexpected situation where we run out of thread. There is a little bit left. Then we just tie a knot like this and then retake the thread according to the previous method and thread it through. This is the same method for all sewing. Like this. Then cut it off. This is an unexpected situation. We can continue to sew. Be sure to pay attention. After sewing here, pass it through several times. Cut it off. Tie a knot to fix it. Cut off the excess thread. Then we can find a pen. Or take out this brush. Then we can do it from the bottom like this. Because it's double layered, just press down one layer. And push one side over like this. And push it over like this. And it's done. Then poke the edge like this. Then we can see the shape of it. It's still a trapezoid. And the two sides are different. Then we can tidy up the floating hair on the edge. Then in the same way, we can make it ourselves. Sew 2 ears by yourself. After sewing, find the face part of it. Then take out the wire from the tool bag. We can twist 2 wires together like this. And twist them together. After twisting, take out our ears. Find the gap. And pull it apart like this. And insert it inside. After putting it in, you can see that it has been put to the bottom. After putting it in, hold it. Hold this part. Then cross them here. Twist these 2 parts together. Twist it a few times like this. Then fold the excess part over. We can fold it all inside our ears. If you have tools, we can cut it off. If not, we can fold it inside the ear to prevent us from getting hurt when using it. Just fold this all inside. And just fold it into the ear like this. This part is outside. And then the inside is inside. Be sure to fold it inward. Don't hurt your hand. After doing this, we can sew this part with thread. Just take some thread. Hold the opening and pull the hair down. just directly in this gap. Don't sew it too finely. We just need to fix it. Because our new friends may not be able to hold it. So we can fix it a little bit. In the same way, we can do the other one ourselves. Then I'll show you one here, because our production methods are the same. After sewing, can we leave this needle in place? We can separate it. This side is our larger side. It's a trapezoid, and this side is the side with a larger curvature. Then we take out the corresponding face. This one needs to be cut with scissors. Cut it along this line with scissors. After cutting, push the hair with your hand like this. Find this gap. Then, and comb the edges of the hair. Hold it backwards like this. It's easier for us to distinguish. It's the side with a larger curvature. Align it with the part of our face. This is our nose. We just made a mark. Then align it here and push it over. Be sure to hold it. Push it over. Even if we sew it, we need to hold it to prevent it from being pulled out. Push it over like this. It's okay if the wire is exposed, because we can push it back. Then be sure to hold this. Grasp both sides of the fur. Hold it like this and clip it to our ear. The needle that was not cut just now, we can directly pierce it through the gap. Then we can start sewing it. Be sure to hold it firmly, and then be sure to hold it. Otherwise, if we sew for a long time, we just sew the two layers of fur together, but not the fur together. Be sure to pay attention to this situation. Push it over and hold it, and start sewing, following the edge of the fabric. And the front is in the same position. Fix it more times. Then use your hand to touch the outside, whether the ear has been sewn and fixed. Is there any gap between them? Then you must touch it. After confirming that there is no gap, then we can tie a knot. You can use any way to tie a knot. It's all okay. As long as you fix it, it's okay. This is the side of the ear fixed. Then we can operate on the other side by ourselves. Sew this side by yourself in the same way. After the ears are fixed, the two sides of the head here, fold them over like this. Pinch it with your hand. Align the two lines on both sides. Then take out the needle and thread it through like this. And sew a few times horizontally. After fixing the shoulder, start threading the needle. Just thread it through according to our thread. Then also check if they can be aligned. Then fix it. After reinforcing a few stitches, take the edge from the outer circle like this. And fix it twice. Then tie a knot. The other side is the same. The other side is the same. We'll sew it ourselves. The point to note is at the edge. After pinching it like this, align it. We sew it ourselves. Now we are facing each other. Have sewn the ears. After taking the pleat, our ears are a bit in the way now. We need to fold it inward like this. Fold it inside and hide it, because we need to sew them together. Fold it. It's a bit unclear from this angle. Then we need to take out this drawing to explain to you. Now it's in this direction, with the nose facing down, and then align them together. The pointed part. Because now that we have sewn this together, now it's the pointed part. The pointed part, shoulder parts on both sides. Align them here. Pinch it in your hand. Hold the two sewn parts in your hand. Let's start sewing the nose part. Sew along the line all the way to here. Align it with the bottom aligned part. Then, the middle part needs attention. The part of our nose. Leave a little more space between them, because we need to install our nose. Sew the cross marked these two positioning points. So, we leave a little more space in the middle. Normally, sew normally in the front. Sew one by one, half a centimeter apart. Then we can make it a little bigger here. And then put it at 0.8 or 1 centimeter. This is the needle distance. Now let's start sewing. Fold the fluff on both sides. Fold it inward like this. Then from here, start sewing from our right side. Because the middle part is held here, start sewing from the right after folding. Otherwise, on both sides, it will leave a hole in the top of the head. So we must pay attention. Start from the back. Start from the back of this part. Also, repeat the process of threading the needle and wear it several times. And the joint part. And sew it a little more times, otherwise, the top of the head will be exposed. Double stitch it. After threading twice, start to insert the hair on the top of the head into the inside. Stuff it in while sewing, and sew it according to our mark. Then for this part, and for this part, you need to increase the needle distance, but not too big. If it's too big, it will easily stretch the force apart. Then we can sew it ourselves. Tighten this part a little bit, and wear it back and forth several times. After sewing here, move it forward, and cross it back and forth a few more times to prevent it from coming apart. Then after sewing here, we can tie a knot. Mainly pay attention to the top and bottom of the head. The top and bottom. If it's not sewn firmly, there will be a big hole. So we need to pay attention. After sewing this side, we can now put on the nose and find our nose. This is the eye, and this is the nose. For the nose, this gasket. Because of the different batches of delivery, the color or shape may be different, but they are all used to block it. And the function is the same. Then we pinch it, the marked area in front. Then pinch it and find the corresponding point. Hold it here with your hand. and pull apart the seam we sewed. And pull apart the fur part. Then find the place where you are holding it. This is a triangle. The wide part is the top, and this is the bottom. Insert it into the seam. And insert it into the seam. Press it into the seam like this, the gap where your hand is holding it. Then check the position. See if you are satisfied with it. You can adjust it up and down. Usually, you can do it yourself. The position is almost the same as this mark. Is right in the middle of the nose. Just a little bit higher. It's just a little bit higher than the drawing we made. After we finish this, press the middle of the nose in. And then we can button it inside. It can be used in both forward and reverse directions. Then we just button it inside. Press it all the way down. Then slightly adjust it. Then use a brush to brush the hair. To see the general effect, then pull out the hair that is inside. And that's it. Now we turn it back. The ears should be turned back in the same way. After turning it back, the nose should face our right hand. Then hold it like this and we start sewing. Turn it over and it's the pattern again. After sewing from here, from this place, and sew to here. Leave the part below the neck. We need to turn the whole head over. The part I'm holding with my hand now. We leave this part, and sew it here. Sew this part. Now our entire head has been sewn up. After sewing, what we must pay attention to is the hole we leave is here. Not this one. Because we can see from the front. Like this. Now the head is facing this side. Is the part under the neck. Not the gap between the two. It's the lower part. So the hole is left here. So we need to turn it over. If we turn it over, there will be ears inside. Then we need to take out the two ears. Take them out first. It will be easier to turn it over. Take out the two ears first, and slowly press it over from the nose. Then be careful not to hurt your hands when handling the wire. Then fold the wire inside over. These are the ears. This is the top of the head. Now let's put our filling cotton in it. Take out our filling cotton. For the filling cotton, because it was squeezed during transportation, it may be squeezed into a lump like this. We can use our hands to pull it like this and make it a little fluffier. Then find this hole under the neck. Turn the fluff outward. Hold it with your hand. After turning it out like this, hold the opening with your hand. Start to fill it with cotton. Fill it in slowly in small amounts. When we are stuffing the cotton, especially the head, we should stuff it a little tighter. Then we press it inward like this. Especially the nose, then the top of the head. Press it inward. Press it inward with your hand to make it a little tighter. After filling it, use your hands to comb it. Look at the top of our head and the sides of the ears. Pinch it with your hands. If you feel that the area is still a bit flat, we can push the sides of the ears a little more. Mainly look at the top of our head and both sides of the ears. Then stroke it like this. That's it. Fill it up a little bit. After stuffing it in, and then comb the hair on both sides, and also tidy them up. Turn it out. Then take out this one from our tool bag. There are 5 buckles, and our gaskets. There are 3 different models. Then we all use the same small gasket. And then match them with our different. These 4 are for the feet. These 4 are for hands. We have 8 medium-sized washers. Such washers. There are 2 large ones on the head, and 10 of the smallest washers. No matter which one we use a small gasket with it. We have 5 buckles. 1 on the head, 2 for hands and feet. We use them in this way. And now we are using the head, so we take a buckle like this. Put a small washer. And then put a large washer on it. And use them like this. The small one is at the bottom. And then put it inside our product. And put it into the buckle like this. Push it in and leave the edge. And it should be aligned with the buckle. Push it in like this, or about 2/3 of the ear. Align the front end like this. Our buckle. Just push it to the bottom, about 2/3 of the way. Align it with this. Then, after we put the buckle in, we start to seal it. Seal the opening. For sealing, we need 2 strings. 2 strings. Pass through from the end. Fold it over to make 4 strings. To thicken it. Because when we sew it, we need to stretch it, for fear of breaking it. Normally, we use 4 threads to sew it. The distance doesn't need to be too long. 40 to 60 centimeters. 2 stitches in the middle are enough. Then we use a hidden needle method. Then we can use a comb to the outside and comb it out with a comb. When we sew inside, we can sew it like this. When sewing, we should also pay attention so as not to hurt your hand after pressing it inside like this, and hold it with your hand next to it. After pinching, we start from the top and bottom. Start from one side and wear it from inside to outside. Then sew it from inside to outside to fix it. After threading it through, the side facing you is the side you sewed. Then the other side. Then we also pass it from outside to inside. Pull it like this. After threading, let's start from the opposite side above. Fold it like this. Then we can get an N-shaped bronze statue. Then do the same on this side. Fold it like this. Tighten the thread. Pass the needle up and down in reverse direction. Pull it. Then the upper and lower stitches on the opposite side. Tighten. Then keep sealing the whole opening until it's all done. Then feel if there is any exposed thread. Then tighten the front part and then you can tie a knot. Use a brush to tie the knot. Or use our needle to pick up the fur that has been sewn here. This must be paid attention to. Our buckle. You should pay attention. Don't push it inside. Leave it outside. Then comb the front part. Be careful with the buckle. When we sew the eyes, we should also pay attention. Don't push it inside. If you push it in, it will be sealed. Be careful. You can hold it between your hands. Hold it like this. Then use a brush to brush the front of it. Brush the hair. After brushing it smoothly, take out our positioning pins and put it on the table. Take out our positioning pins. These two have such balls. These are our positioning pins, different colors, but they all serve the same purpose. Hold one in each hand at the eye. You can touch it with your hand. This is the concave part. Then we can dot it like this. Where do you want to sew the eyes? According to your preference, I'm going to sew it a little above the nose. Then stick them in with both hands. After piercing like this, look, if the position of our eyes is not coordinated, because of the angle, it may be a little out of place. Then we take it out again. Then use your hand to find the position you want to sew. Then stick it in again. Then, let's see. I want to sew my eye here. Just push the positioning needle inside. And that's it. Then expose it a little bit. Take out the thread. Take a little longer this time, because I need to sew 2 eyes. Or you can do it according to your own habits. I take a longer one here, sew 2, and you can. Or you can sew them one by one. Then tie a knot here. And start threading the long needle from the bottom. And pass through the position of the positioning pin. Then pay attention to the joint below. And there is also a large gasket inside. You need to bypass this part and sew through this part. In the middle, then we come from the side. Sew the eyes, and it's done. Hold it like this. Then be sure to pay attention to the joint below. Find our eye. This is the positioning needle we need to sew. Then thread it through like this. And see the tip of the needle. Then pass it out here. And pass it through from the bottom to the position of the pin. Then pull out our eye socket here. Because if we want to sew the eyes first, we need to fix its position next to our positioning needle. And pass it out again. Lower a little and tilt it down. Poke it out like this. When threading, be careful with your hands. Because the needle is very long, you can see it coming out here. And then pull out the eye socket with a little force. Repeat it again. Then we can try it slowly. Because for beginners may not find the right position. Then we can try it slowly. Then look at the one in your hand. Then wear it once. And wear it again. Pull the eye out. After passing through twice, and wear it back for the 3rd time. And wear it back. Pick up one of our eyes. Pass it through this hole. Then pass it through again. It's threading through the same hole twice. Like this. To form a button like this, put it here. Then pass it through the position of the positioning pin. Tighten the thread. Then take out the positioning pin. Before we tighten the position, if it is the position we just set, then remove the positioning pin. Tighten it to the position of our eyes. Then, we fix it again. Thread it up from the top. Find our, and slowly find the hole, and then pass it through the hole again. Then fix the eyes tightly. Tie a knot at the bottom. Tie a knot because I took a long thread. I can sew the other eye again. If your thread is short, after tying the knot, retake the thread to sew the eyes. The sewing method is the same, then just keep the two eyes consistent. Don't make it too bad or too much. Then sew the other eye on this side, also avoiding the joint part. After sewing the eyes, comb the hair. Then cut the hair around the eyes. Then cut the hair that blocks the position like this. And cut the hair at this position. You can cut it in half first. But don't cut it all off. Then, we can adjust it while looking at it. Then cut a little bit first. And then check this position. And then slowly cut a little bit downwards. The upper part should be done the same way. And repair it slowly. If you cut too much, it will be difficult to fix it. Then, slowly and little by little, try to cut it a little bit. Expose our eyes. Then we can trim it a little bit here. Then do the same for the other eye. Cut it a little bit first. Yes. Then cut out the eye position. And cut it to your satisfaction. And symmetrical. Be sure to cut it slowly. Don't give it too much. Then our head is done. Now let's take out the tail. The two tails are also sewn in the same way as we did. And sew a circle in the same position. The start and end stitches are the same. We just need to sew it several times. Then we sew it ourselves here. The more you sew the tail part, because the fur is narrow, there is a lot of it. Then be careful when pinching. Then the tail also needs to be turned over. We also use our tweezers or the end of a brush, so that it is also double layered, just like the ears. Then we need to tidy up the edges a little bit. Then for the body part, you can see that the objects here, they are two pieces that fit together with 3 positioning points. We are the tail part, and the 2 positioning points are the belly part. We can use a pen to write on it. This is the tail. This is the tail, and then put the tail between them. This is the tail, and this is the belly. Then we need to sew this part first, just like sewing the head part. Sew both sides of this part. This point is the middle joint part of our body, so we need to be careful. As we said before, this is the tail part, and this is the belly part. So the opening we leave for the body is here. If we are here, if you're a recorder, you bought the recorder version and you want to put the recorder in the stomach, we need to leave a little more space for it, because if the gap is too small, it won't fit in. This is a recorder. If you buy this style, there will be this. There will be no such thing. The gap left here is just enough to fit in. But if you sew it very small, it won't fit in. Then it can't be put in like this. So we need to pay attention. If you want to put it in your stomach, we need to leave a little more space. If you want to put it in your foot, I'll teach you how to sew it into the foot later. Now we align the bottom to the bottom. This is the opening. Remember it. Sew our tail. We can sew from here to here. Then we fix it with 2 stitches here first, to make sure it can be aligned here. So let's fix 2 stitches here first. Yes. Then we insert the tail into this part. Also do the same, combing the hair on the tail. Pinch it and put it in the middle. Then we need to sew through 4 layers. Be sure to hold the tail because the tail is a bit thick, so we need to hold it. It will take a little more effort. After sewing the tail, we need to continue to comb the hair downwards and sew it to the designated position. Then sew from this end to our side. Just leave this part. We can sew it ourselves. This is our opening. Be sure to leave it out. Then sew from here to here. After sewing the body, this is what we left. Then turn it out from the inside. Like this. After turning it over, this is our tail part. The middle fluff. You can also use a needle to pick it, to prevent it from getting caught inside. This is a part of our body. Now let's sew our hands. We've talked about the hands before. As we said when we drew this, it has a curved shape. This side is our top, so we need to sew it up. The side with the word up corresponds to the place where we need to leave an opening. After aligning from here and turn around all the way, leave it here. This is the part we need to turn over. Then I start to sew it. Then we sew the hand part. After sewing, turn it over from here. Sew 2 in the same way. Then 2. Then we take the thread to sew this corner. A base plate. One on the left and one on the right. This is a corner. Now we have an oval here. The two sides of the oval. And then randomly. And you can choose either one. Align both sides with the sole of the foot. Or the tip of our foot. As long as you take it randomly. Here, they are shared by both. Because they are facing like this. Let me demonstrate it. They are facing like this and they share this point. So we need to pay attention. If you start sewing from the sole of the foot. Align it like this. Align it here. And then sew along this line. Align it with our line. Continue sewing here. Sew to here. This mark. Align it with the position of the tip of the toe we drew. And that's it. Then I'll continue to demonstrate for you. Then, after sewing here, align the toe with it. Then use the same method. Sew this circle. After sewing the sole, follow this. Sew this circle in this order. And leave the heel part. We need to put in the padding cotton. If you want to put our recorder, leave a little more space, as we said before. The recorder is very wide. Leave a little more space for it. Then start sewing from this end until here. As we mentioned earlier, if you want to put our recorder in the foot, leave a little space for it. Then don't sew and sew it here. After sewing the two corners, turn it over here. The foot is sewn, then sew the hands. Take out the body. Now we start to assemble the body and our hands. 2. Then you can see that this side has a curve. This side is wide, and this side is a narrow one. So when we are making it, we need to use a wide side to install the joint and install it on our body. Then we need to divide the two sides into left and right. When installing the joints, be sure to check. We need to divide it. The wide side. Then we find the hole left in this opening. On the other side, we draw a mark. For the gasket, the small one goes below and the medium-sized one on top. The small one goes through the shoulder, and then a medium-sized one. After wearing it, we need to pass through this hole. When threading, you can hold it up with both hands first. To support it with 2 fingers, use the end of our needle in the middle. To poke it first. To poke the hole first. This ensures that it can pass through normally. Pick it up and pass it through. Shake it left and right. Then turn it back after passing through. This side is facing this way. So when doing this, we must wear it. Here. Look at the direction of the two. Then turn your body upside down through this hole. Find it, the mark we made on the body. Here. The upper part corresponds to our hand. Then we need to use a needle tail to thread it through. After threading it out, hold it with your hand. And make sure to find the right position. Then pick it up. Align it with the needle we just poked through. And just pass it through directly. Then put a medium-sized gasket in. And a small gasket. The positions of the two washers are reversed. The smallest one is on the outside. After threading, fold it open with your hand. Fold it down as far as possible to flatten it. Then fold it back by hand. Fold it into a shape like this. Fold it like this. Then put it back. Check the tightness of it. Decide the tightness according to your preference. Then we pass the other side through first. Press this position. And pass it through. Then we do the same operation for the legs. After installation, we take out the filling cotton. Then we can use our hands to tear the cotton. Tear it a little bit to make it fluffier. From the hole, fill the whole of the body first. Because when we install the head, it will be more convenient. Fill the lower part of the body first. Find the outermost point. And insert it in small amounts. Find the sides and pull out all the fluff. Be careful when filling it. Don't use a buckle to poke your hand. Then insert some cotton. Then we will press it all to the bottom of the belly. Press it all to this part with your hands. Then take out our head. And pull this part apart with your hands. This gap. It will be easier to insert. It's the seam we sewed. We need to pull it apart. Then, when you put your hand in, hold this joint. And put the joint buckle of the head here. And measure it. On the line we just picked up. On this mark. When installing the head, our nose and our body, they should be in a straight line. Or, according to your own preference, decide how to place the head. Lift it up a little bit. We can move it forward a little bit. Then we can decide how to place the head. That's it. Then keep it like this. After feeling it's almost done, just insert it downwards. Just align it with the line and insert it inside. The head can be shaken left and right. So we just need to find the line. And put it on the table and use your hand to spread it apart. After pulling it apart, we will have a large gasket left. And a small gasket to put in. In the same way, push it hard. And pull it apart like this. Use your hands to pry open the buckle from both sides. After pulling it apart, let's take a look. The degree of movement of this head. If you tilt it back, means that you put it a little bit backward. Then we will lean back. Then we can close it again. After closing, just move it a little bit. Like this. And it doesn't tilt back. It's a better state. We can continue to follow the installation. Hand movements. And then fold it back a little bit. And fix it. If the position you press is correct, and it will be slightly, and tilt it back slightly. We still do it like this. You can hold the gasket inside and you can also bend it down like this. That is, without moving the position. You can also bend the gasket. Then we'll adjust it a little bit. The part we just pressed. Then, if the belly feels particularly full, we can take out some cotton. If you think it's just right, we can just leave it like this. Then we fill the limbs with cotton. First, if you buy our recorder version, touch which side you want to put the recorder. For the legs, we fill the other leg. For the leg where you want to put the recorder, we don't fill it with cotton. Then for our when we fill the limbs with cotton. Don't fill it too tightly. If it's too solid, it will make us look bulky. Then just like this. Then feel it yourself. A comfortable state. As we mentioned before, if we want to install it on the leg, we want to install the recorder. We need to take out the recorder. We need to buy the recorder version. We will have this recorder. Then press this switch. It won't speak. Then you need to remove this insulating sheet. Because our shipping batches are different, then the appearance of the switch may be different. Then you just need to remember that this is a switch. Then take out the insulating sheet. Then you will hear a burst of noise, which proves that there is no problem with the recorder, because we have tested it before leaving the factory. Then we'll teach you how to use this recorder. First, press and hold the recorder for a long time. Press and hold this switch like this. Long press and hear two beeps. We can start recording. After you finish saying what you want to say, let go of it. It will beep twice. Then let me test it for you. This is a recorded noise. Now press the switch. After hearing the beep, start to say what you want to say. Then release it after speaking. It will beep twice. Then we'll test it repeatedly. After hearing the beep, start saying what you want. Then this is a pause. If you are not satisfied with your recording, we can repeat the previous operation. Then long press to hear a beep. Then start speaking. After speaking, release it. This is a way. This is our recorder. If you want to put it in your leg, as we just mentioned. If you want to put it in your leg, we need to leave this a little bigger. Otherwise, it won't fit. Just insert it like this. And put it in the sole of the foot. This is for friends who want to put it on their feet. And put it on the sole of the foot, which is the end. You can stand it up. And insert it like this. Just put the switch directly on the side of the IG. Just insert it like this. Touch the switch. Hear a beep. And it's done. Hear a beep. Put it in. This is for putting on the foot. And for the cotton on top, we can fill it with cotton. Tie a cotton together. Insert some cotton from the edge. This part is for the foot. And for the upper part, we can put some filling cotton in it. Stuff it in like this. This is for our one placed on the foot. If you are satisfied, we can use this method. We can use a hidden stitch method to close it. We have taught you the sewing head part before. The hidden stitch method. We can use this method to close it. This is for our kind of. If you don't want to put it in the leg, I just want to put it on the back and want its limbs to look better. Then we can fill the back. Our limbs are even. We can fill in the limbs. And then put it on the back. Then for the back, we can continue to fill it a little more. Because we need to put in our recorder, so we can fill it a little more. If we don't include the recorder, then we can stop stuffing it at this level. We can use a hidden needle method and seal the back. If you bought the recorder version and want to put the recorder on the back, not on the limbs, and want to put it on the back, then we can. We can stuff it more firmly here, because if it is not stuffed firmly, it will run away, so we can stuff it more firmly. Then put the recorder in like this. After putting it in like this, we stick the wire to the back of it. You can long press to hear a beep, and then start talking after speaking. Stick it to the back. It can ensure that we can hold it. Just touch the switch. It's done here. Then we use a hidden needle method. Seal the opening here. Then our puppy is ready. After that, we can comb its hair, because the hair is long. If we don't take care of it frequently later, we don't take care of it. If we don't take care of it often, dryer, we may not be able to create that style, so we can use a hair dryer to blow it, to make it more fluffy. If you want to trim it a little bit, the hair, just according to your own preference, we can just cut it a little bit. Later, we can use a hair dryer to groom it slightly after combing the hair and blow it again, and it will look better and more beautiful. Then we use a hidden needle method. You can sew it up by yourself. Now if you don't order the bib or the recorder version, we will finish it. If you order the bib style and the one with the recorder, we need to make a small bib. We need to sew it ourselves. For the bib version, we need to sew this lace ourselves. A ribbon and a piece of ribbon. This ribbon is used to make a bow. Then we tie a bow knot for it first. You can tie it in your own way, or use my method, which is simpler. Extend your hand and use these two fingers to hold it. The distance left in the middle is the length we want. After clamping it like this, wrap it around your hand like this, and insert it through the hole. And insert it through the hole. And insert it behind. Wrap it around from the back. Pass through the hole you just pressed. This hole is a hole we just punched. Pass it through here. After passing through, make a knot like this. Shake it left and right slowly to tighten it. Pull it to the back. The bow is tied. It's a relatively simple method. Then we can tie a bow in our own way, which is also okay. I'll adjust it. I can adjust the position of the object a little bit. Pull it. Adjust the size. Adjust the size like this. This is the way to tie a bow. Now let's take out the needle and thread. Then leave about 8 centimeters of the ribbon. Such a distance. About 8 to 10 centimeters. Then hold this side. Take out our lace. Touch the lace with your hand. The smoother and flatter side should be facing forward. And this side is the back. Both sides are almost the same, but there are also some differences. Then this side will be relatively flat. The flatter side should be facing forward. Then there is a serrated shape on this side. Fold one side over first. And put it on top. It can just be pressed like this. That's it. Then start sewing from the side where the back is pressed. Start sewing because this is more delicate. So we need to be a little slower. And be patient. We need to take out the pleats to make it. For this little bib, we must be slow and patient. Sew it a little straighter. Then start sewing here. Also repeatedly pass the first stitch twice. As for the distance between stitches, we can make the distance a little more even, because it needs to be worn under the neck. And then sew it slightly. A distance. Then when sewing here, give it a little assistance. Use this hand to hold it down because the stitches may not be even. Yes. And pass it through the needle next to it. And that's it. Then take the next pleat. Press it like this. Just press them together like this. One is here, and the other is here. We just did it on this side. Then you take it like this now. Press them together. Pinch it with your hand. Then start sewing. Then you must sew while, and check if the back is sewn all the way. Then you can put it on the table. Take the pleats one by one. Then the first one here. Fold it in half left and right. Then the folds here should be facing each other. Then our little bib is done. After making the bib, measure it like this. You can decide where to put the bow, where you want to put it. If we put it in this position, adjust the length of the bow according to your needs. You can slightly trim the sides. Trim it according to your preference. After trimming, we can sew our bow. To sew it here, use one side from the back. Because it won't look good if we sew from the front, we start from the back and sew it here like this. Sew it like this. After fixing it, the bow will be here. Then tie it here. And tie it up on the back. Then our dog is done. Let me teach you how to trim the hair. This puppy determines its cuteness. Trimming is very important. After sewing, we need to first comb its fur. Comb them neatly. Then we need to arrange its ears. Normally, the ears are like this. We can turn its left ear up like this. And then the right one. Press his ears. This will make it look much cuter. Then we comb the hair neatly. We comb the fur above the nose upwards. And the position of the eyes we comb down. This position is also the mouth. We just comb it normally to the left and right. Now let me teach you how to cut the hair. We just taught you how to cut the hair around the eyes. Don't cut too much each time after cutting. After cutting, you can take a look. The degree of the cut is still on the front. It's not easy to see the eyes in the photo. We can trim it a little bit more. Just cut a little bit each time. Along the round arc of the eyes. Let's fix this part. Just like a barber cutting hair and a pet groomer. We can trim it a little bit to make it look better and cuter. can cut both sides in the same way. For the hair on the head, we can use our fingers to pull it up hard. Pull the uneven parts to align. The direction of the comb is also very important for cuteness. Then there is the position of the chin. We need to make the chin look like this arc. Don't let it be pointed like this. Like this pointed You can see that it is obviously not good looking. Make it an arc. You can choose to trim it, or use your hands. Comb the fur down like this. We can cut this part or not. If you're worried about not doing a good job, cut the middle of the nose. Cut a strip from it, which is equivalent to cutting out an arc of the mouse. After combing the fur neatly, we cut it vertically like this. Then comb the hair on the mouse to both sides. If the chin is not round, you can cut it. Cut off the long hair to make it more round. That's it. Combing all the fur on its body and the ears as well.